Post-arrival integration support represents the foundation upon which successful Aliyah is built, transforming the theoretical planning of immigration into practical daily life management within Israeli society. The integration process typically spans several years and involves multiple overlapping phases of adjustment, each requiring different types of support, resources, and personal adaptation strategies. Understanding available integration support systems and how to access them effectively can dramatically accelerate successful settlement and long-term satisfaction with the immigration decision. Government integration services and absorption framework. The Israeli government maintains comprehensive integration support systems through the Ministry of Aliyah and Integration, designed to facilitate successful immigrant absorption across multiple dimensions of social, economic, and cultural integration. These services reflect decades of experience with immigrant absorption and provide structured pathways for successful integration into Israeli society. Absorption centers, Merkaz Klita, provide temporary housing combined with comprehensive integration services for new immigrants who choose this accommodation option. These facilities offer subsidized housing for up to 1 year, Hebrew language instruction, employment counseling, cultural orientation programs, and administrative assistance with essential bureaucratic procedures including banking, healthcare enrollment, and municipal registration. The Sal Klita Integration Basket provides direct financial assistance to new immigrants during initial settlement periods, with payments distributed over the first year of residency. These funds help offset initial establishment costs and provide financial stability during employment searches and cultural adjustment periods when income may be limited or uncertain. Municipal absorption departments in cities with significant immigrant populations provide localized integration assistance, including housing support, employment counseling, Hebrew language programs, and cultural orientation services tailored to specific community characteristics and regional employment opportunities. Regional development incentives encourage immigration to peripheral areas through enhanced financial benefits, housing assistance, employment support, and community development programs designed to strengthen communities outside major metropolitan areas while providing immigrants with enhanced integration support and economic opportunities. Professional integration programs assist immigrants with professional backgrounds in accessing appropriate employment through credential recognition assistance, professional Hebrew language training, networking opportunities, and placement services that connect qualified immigrants with employers seeking their skills and experience. Hebrew language learning programs, Ulpan. Hebrew language acquisition represents perhaps the most critical factor in successful integration, affecting employment prospects, social relationships, civic participation, and overall quality of life. Israel provides extensive Hebrew language instruction through various Ulpan programs designed to serve different immigrant needs and learning preferences. Intensive Ulpan programs provide full-time Hebrew instruction for 5 months, typically including 500 to 600 hours of classroom instruction covering speaking, reading, writing, and cultural content that provides both language skills and cultural knowledge essential for successful integration. These programs often include employment counseling and job placement assistance following completion. Evening and part-time Ulpan programs accommodate immigrants who must maintain employment or family responsibilities while acquiring Hebrew skills, offering flexible scheduling options that enable language learning alongside other integration activities and obligations. Specialized Ulpan programs serve specific populations, including academic professionals, medical professionals, engineers, and business professionals, providing technical Hebrew vocabulary and communication skills relevant to specific professional contexts and workplace environments. Online and distance learning Ulpan options provide flexibility for immigrants in remote areas or those with scheduling constraints that prevent participation in traditional classroom programs, offering interactive Hebrew instruction through digital platforms and virtual classroom environments. Conversation groups and advanced Hebrew programs provide ongoing language development opportunities for immigrants who have completed basic Ulpan programs but require continued practice and skill refinement for professional advancement and deeper cultural integration. Workplace Hebrew programs offered by some employers provide job-specific language training that combines general Hebrew instruction with technical vocabulary and communication skills, relevant to specific work environments and professional responsibilities. Employment integration and career development support. Employment represents a crucial element of successful integration, providing not only financial stability, but also social connections, professional identity, and community integration opportunities. Various organizations and programs assist immigrants in finding appropriate employment and developing successful careers within Israeli professional environments. Employment counseling services assess professional backgrounds, skills, and career goals while providing guidance on Israeli job markets, professional requirements, and career development strategies appropriate to individual circumstances and professional fields. These services often include resume preparation, interview training, and job search strategies. Job placement agencies specializing in immigrant employment maintain relationships with employers who value international experience and language skills, providing placement services that match qualified immigrants with appropriate employment opportunities while providing ongoing support during initial employment periods. Professional licensing assistance helps immigrants navigate complex credential recognition processes, examination requirements, and continuing education obligations necessary for professional practice in regulated fields including healthcare, engineering, education, and legal services. Entrepreneurship support programs provide guidance, resources, and sometimes funding for immigrants interested in starting businesses, recognizing that immigrant entrepreneurship contributes significantly to Israeli economic development while providing alternative career paths for immigrants with business experience and innovative ideas. Networking organizations and professional associations provide opportunities for professional relationship development, industry knowledge acquisition, and career advancement support through peer connections, mentorship programs, and professional development activities that facilitate integration into Israeli professional communities. Retraining and skill development programs help immigrants adapt their professional skills to Israeli market demands or transition to new career fields that offer better employment prospects, providing education and training opportunities that enhance employability and career advancement potential. Housing and community integration assistance. Housing represents both a practical necessity and a gateway to community integration, affecting children's educational opportunities, social relationships, and overall quality of life. Various support systems assist immigrants in finding appropriate housing and integrating successfully into local communities. Housing assistance programs provide guidance on Israeli rental markets, tenant rights, neighborhood characteristics, and housing search strategies that help immigrants make informed housing decisions while avoiding common pitfalls that affect housing stability and satisfaction. Community integration programs facilitate connections with local communities through social activities, volunteer opportunities, cultural events, and community service projects that provide meaningful ways to contribute to community life while developing local relationships and cultural understanding. Neighborhood welcome committees in communities with active immigrant absorption efforts provide orientation to local services, introduction to neighbors, guidance on community norms and expectations, and ongoing support during initial settlement periods when community knowledge and relationships are particularly valuable. Regional absorption coordinators in areas outside major metropolitan centers provide personalized assistance with housing searches, employment opportunities, educational options, and community integration support tailored to specific regional characteristics and available resources. Housing loan and mortgage assistance programs provide financial support for property purchase, including reduced down payment requirements, favorable interest rates, and guidance through Israeli real estate transaction procedures that differ from international property purchase processes. Community center programs in many municipalities provide social activities, Hebrew conversation practice, cultural programming, and practical workshops that support integration while providing opportunities for social relationship development and community participation. Healthcare system navigation and support. Understanding and accessing Israeli healthcare represents a critical integration challenge that affects family health and well-being. Various support systems help immigrants navigate healthcare system complexity and ensure appropriate medical care during adjustment periods. Health Fund Selection Assistance provides guidance on choosing among Israel's 4 health funds, Kupot Holim, comparing services, coverage options, provider networks, and supplementary insurance offerings that affect healthcare access and costs for different family medical needs and preferences. Medical record transfer assistance helps immigrants provide comprehensive medical histories to Israeli healthcare providers, including translation services, document formatting, and provider communication that ensures continuity of care for ongoing medical conditions and treatment requirements. Specialty care access guidance helps immigrants understand referral procedures, specialist availability, and appointment scheduling within Israeli healthcare systems that operate according to different procedures and timelines than healthcare systems in immigrants' countries of origin. Prescription medication transition support assists immigrants in transferring prescriptions, understanding medication availability, and managing medication changes that may be necessary due to different pharmaceutical availability or healthcare provider preferences within Israeli medical practice. Healthcare advocacy services provide assistance with insurance claims, treatment disputes, and healthcare system navigation for immigrants experiencing difficulty accessing appropriate medical care or understanding healthcare procedures and patient rights within Israeli medical systems. Mental health integration support recognizes that immigration involves psychological stress and adjustment challenges, providing access to counseling services, support groups, and therapeutic assistance that addresses depression, anxiety, and adjustment disorders that commonly affect immigrants during integration periods. Educational support for children and families. Children's successful integration often determines overall family integration success, making educational support and children's adjustment assistance crucial elements of comprehensive integration support. Various programs and services assist immigrant children and families in navigating Israeli educational systems successfully. School placement assistance helps families understand educational options, school district characteristics, and enrollment procedures while providing guidance on educational choices that best serve individual children's academic needs, language development requirements, and social integration opportunities. Hebrew language support for children includes specialized instruction, tutoring services, and classroom assistance that helps immigrant children acquire Hebrew proficiency while maintaining academic progress in core subjects during language acquisition periods. Academic support programs provide tutoring, homework assistance, and supplementary instruction that helps immigrant children succeed academically while adjusting to different educational expectations, teaching methods, and curriculum requirements within Israeli educational systems. Cultural orientation for children includes programs that help young immigrants understand Israeli cultural norms, social expectations, and peer relationship dynamics while maintaining connections to family heritage and cultural identity that provide stability during adjustment periods. Parent education programs provide guidance on Israeli educational systems, parent involvement expectations, extracurricular opportunities, and educational advocacy that enables parents to support their children's educational success while navigating unfamiliar educational environments and cultural expectations. Special needs. Educational support assists families with children requiring special educational services in understanding Israeli special education systems, service availability, and advocacy procedures that ensure appropriate educational support and services for children with learning disabilities or developmental needs. Social integration and community building. Social relationships and community connections provide emotional support, practical assistance, and cultural integration opportunities that significantly affect overall immigration satisfaction and long-term integration success. Various programs and organizations facilitate social integration and community relationship development. Immigrant social clubs and community organizations provide opportunities for relationship development with other immigrant families, sharing similar experiences, challenges, and cultural backgrounds while offering social activities, mutual support, and practical assistance during adjustment periods. Religious and cultural community integration involves connecting with synagogues, community centers, and cultural organizations that provide spiritual support, cultural continuity, and community relationships within established Jewish communities that welcome and support new immigrants. Volunteer opportunities provide meaningful ways to contribute to Israeli society while developing local relationships, practicing Hebrew, and gaining cultural understanding through service activities that benefit communities while providing integration experiences and social connections. Sports and recreational programs offer opportunities for social interaction, physical activity, and community participation through organized activities that provide natural settings for relationship development and cultural integration while supporting physical and mental health during adjustment periods. Women's integration programs recognize that women may face particular integration challenges related to employment, social relationships, and family role changes, providing targeted support, networking opportunities, and resources that address women's specific integration needs and experiences. Senior citizen integration programs provide age-appropriate activities, social connections, and support services for older immigrants who may face particular challenges related to language acquisition, employment transitions, and social integration within established communities and peer groups. Professional development and career services. Long-term integration success often depends on professional advancement and career development within Israeli professional environments. Various services and programs support ongoing professional growth and career advancement for immigrant professionals. Professional mentorship programs connect immigrant professionals with established Israeli professionals in similar fields, providing guidance on career development, professional networking, industry knowledge, and cultural navigation within specific professional environments and industry communities. Continuing education and professional development programs provide opportunities for skill enhancement, certification acquisition, and knowledge updating that supports career advancement while ensuring professional competency within Israeli professional standards and market demands. Industry association membership and networking opportunities provide access to professional communities, industry knowledge, career advancement opportunities, and peer relationships that support professional integration and long-term career success within Israeli professional environments. Leadership development programs prepare immigrant professionals for advancement to management and leadership roles within Israeli organizations, providing training in Israeli management styles, workplace culture, and leadership approaches that differ from international professional environments. Business development support assists immigrant entrepreneurs and business professionals in developing business opportunities, accessing funding, understanding regulatory requirements, and building client relationships within Israeli business environments and market conditions. Professional coaching services provide individualized career guidance, performance improvement support, and professional development planning that helps immigrant professionals maximize their potential within Israeli professional contexts while building successful long-term careers. Cultural adaptation and identity integration. Cultural adaptation involves complex psychological and social processes that require ongoing support and guidance throughout multi-year integration processes. Understanding these processes and accessing appropriate support enhances integration outcomes and personal satisfaction with immigration decisions. Cultural orientation programs provide structured learning about Israeli society, cultural norms, historical context, and social expectations that help immigrants understand their new environment while developing appropriate cultural competencies and social interaction skills. Identity integration counseling addresses the psychological challenges of adapting to new cultural environments while maintaining personal and cultural identity, helping immigrants navigate identity questions and cultural conflicts that commonly arise during extended integration processes. Cross-cultural communication training helps immigrants understand Israeli communication styles, conflict resolution approaches, and social interaction patterns that differ significantly from international cultural norms, enabling more effective social and professional relationship development. Holiday and life cycle event integration provides guidance on participating in Israeli cultural celebrations, religious observances, and community events that provide cultural learning opportunities and community integration experiences while respecting individual religious and cultural preferences. Intergenerational integration support addresses the different adaptation experiences of parents and children, providing family counseling and communication assistance that helps families navigate changing family dynamics and cultural adaptation differences that can affect family relationships. Heritage preservation programs help immigrant families maintain connections to their countries of origin while integrating into Israeli society, providing resources for cultural transmission, language maintenance, and international relationship preservation that supports cultural continuity across generations. Long-term integration assessment and ongoing support. Integration represents an ongoing process that continues for several years after arrival, requiring periodic assessment, adjustment, and ongoing support that addresses changing needs and circumstances throughout different phases of settlement and community integration. Integration milestone assessment provides frameworks for evaluating integration progress across multiple dimensions, including language proficiency, employment success, social integration, cultural adaptation, and overall life satisfaction that help immigrants understand their adjustment progress and identify areas requiring additional attention or support. Ongoing support services recognize that integration challenges continue beyond initial settlement periods, providing continued access to counseling, advocacy, and assistance services that address long-term integration issues and support continued adaptation and community involvement. Alumni networks and graduate programs for integration program participants provide ongoing connection to support services while creating opportunities for successful immigrants to mentor and assist newer immigrants, creating community support cycles that strengthen overall integration support systems. Integration outcome evaluation and program improvement efforts use immigrant feedback and integration success data to continuously improve support services and develop new programs that address emerging needs and enhance integration support effectiveness for diverse immigrant populations and changing circumstances. Citizenship preparation and civic integration programs prepare eligible immigrants for Israeli citizenship acquisition while providing education on civic responsibilities, political participation, and community engagement that support full integration into Israeli society and democratic participation. Advanced integration programs for established immigrants provide opportunities for community leadership development, civic engagement, and continued cultural and professional development that enable immigrants to contribute maximally to Israeli society while achieving personal fulfillment and continued growth within their adopted homeland. Post-arrival integration support represents a comprehensive system designed to facilitate successful immigrant absorption and long-term integration success. Effective utilization of these support systems requires understanding available resources, realistic timeline expectations, and active engagement with integration opportunities that support both practical settlement needs and deeper cultural and social integration that enables full participation in Israeli society and achievement of immigration goals.